I've never, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've never put it.
Stop. Buckle up, because this courtroom showdown dives straight into the gray area between financial records and human error. In this heated rent dispute, we have Cassandra Strayer, who swears she's paid every dime, squaring off against a mobile home management team that insists not a single payment's been seen since April. What's at stake? Nearly $3,000 in back rent, late fees, and utilities. The confusion thickens when receipts are shown, P.O. boxes are cited, and a former manager has seemingly vanished into thin air. And just when you think the truth is surfacing, a new twist threatens to append everything. Stay tuned, because this is one of those cases where both sides sound convincing, but someone's numbers are definitely not adding up.
Maybe we'll get some rhythm here once we get up and going. All right, this is file number 231359. This is entitled Neighbors of Washburn Lake versus Cassandra Strasser. Mr. Nicholas Borden Sanford is here from the Palitz Law Firm. He was here last time. Also, the manager, Tanya, is present. The other manager was Julie. Tanya, are you on this one?
Yes, Julie Daler is no longer with our company, so I'm the district manager filling in for her until we get another on-site manager.
Thank you. All right,
Thank you.
we had a hearing on July 16th where we found that rent was $2,559.43 through July. Rent last paid April. Mr. Borden Sanford, what's the status here today?
Your Honor, we have not had been able to discuss a resolution, and we're still showing the amount due and owing, inclusive of court costs of $2,756.97.
Same as last time. Ms. Strasser, what's your position?
I have my money order receipts back from March saying that I'm up to date paid. I made a rather large payment end of February to get myself caught up. I wasn't able to use their online payment plan, so they told me I could send it to their P.O. box, send a money order. And I was never told that I could not continue sending money there. But I have been since March. And when I got this paperwork in the mail, I was unaware that any of this was happening.
So are you saying you've paid rent? April,
yes, sir.
May, you paid April, May, June, July's rent?
Yes, sir, I have.
Paid it to where?
I have a P.O. box that they said that I can send it to in their package. It was Neighbors of Washburn Lake, P.O. Box, New York, New York. And I have an account number.
And how did you send the payment?
Through the mail. It wasn't allowing me to make payments online.
All right, so you sent a certified check through the mail?
Yes, I sent a Western Union.
Tanya, I don't have your last name. What's your last name?
Stransky, Stransky.
And I've never met or spoken to Tanya. I did not know that Julie was not with the company anymore. That explains why I have not been getting responses via text messenger.
Well, when we were here 2 weeks ago, you indicated you tried to contact the manager. You have money orders back to March show that you paid the rent. So
yes,
it's the same thing you said last time. Your contention is you've paid the rent. Their contention is you have not. And you have the receipts for that?
Yes. Well, I don't understand if they received April. I don't know why they didn't receive the month before, March. And they must have received my earlier of the larger payment to get caught back up in February. But yes, I have Western Union.
All right. Do you have the receipts there in front of you?
Yes, I do.
All right. Tell me, go through them starting in April.
See. They're is there any way I can like flip my camera so you can look at them?
Well, just read them to me at this point.
Okay. I have a money order receipt, two of them totaling in $410. For the March, same thing for April, May, June. And I've paid up, my July was sent also.
All right, and you have all those receipts in front of you?
Yes, I do, sir. Judge, I don't know.
All right. Okay, so I'm not sure what to do with this, except continue it. We may have to have a hearing.
Here's where it gets sticky. The judge is facing conflicting truths. On one hand, Cassandra shows a stack of Western Union receipts claiming monthly payments through July. On the other, the management's official ledger shows the last processed payment as far back as April 7th, and even that, they claim, was only enough to chip away at a much larger balance. So who's right? Is this a clerical failure, a systemic lag with mailed payments, or something more suspicious? This is not just about rent, it's about late fees, water, and sewer bills, silently inflating the total each month. Think about it. If you were paying what you thought was the full amount, but the fees kept stacking silently, would you even know you were falling behind? Let us know in the comments. Is Cassandra being railroaded by bureaucracy, or are the records exposing the truth?
Your Honor, if I may, the last payment that was received from the community was through a lockbox as a Zigo transaction, and that was taken for on on April 7th for $410. However, the balances continued to accrue due to the lot rent, the water sewer charge, late fee, and each month. So the payments of $410, and as the defendant has outlined, would not be enough to cover the ongoing monthly obligation.
I've never, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've never put it.
Stop. I'll give you a chance to speak. Don't just blurt things
Okay,
out.
I'm sorry.
All right. Go ahead.
Yep, and Your Honor, as I was stating, that the payments have not been enough to cover the outstanding balance. It seems like she's been carrying, over $1,000 per month in a balance, and so she'll make a payment. However, that is not enough to cover the balance that is due and owing.
So are you telling me that you've received her payments of May, June, and July?
As reflected in the ledger I have in front of me, Your Honor, it seems that no payment has been received to the community since April 7th, 2025, and that was for $410 via a Zigo payment.
Zigo?
Yes.
That's a proprietary name?
Yes, that is. I believe that's a payment method that tenants can make at grocery stores, and as well as, I believe, getting a money order through that.
All right. So we have a fundamental issue of, I did get your brief, by the way, in support of non-payment of rent cases in mobile home communities, hopefully at some point. So we have a fundamental dispute here. She says she paid the rent. You say you didn't. Then you may be correct. Even if she did pay the rent, there may be some additional costs regarding late fees or utilities or other things. But the claim is that she's paid no rent since April 7th. And she says she's paid April, May, June, and July's rent. Previous manager is gone. Ms. Travisky, is there a method that she described about sending payment to a post office box in New York? Does
Were
such
you
a thing exist?
were you talking to me? I'm sorry.
Yes, yes.
Yes, there is such thing as a lockbox that they can send money orders to. We actually try to discourage it just because it does take a little bit sometimes for us to reach them, but not anything like this many months by any means. We've not had any phone calls from her. Julie just stopped working for the company on Friday, so her notes were pretty caught up. We've not had any conversation with Cassandra at all with her bringing in all of those receipts to prove that she has paid those so that we could look and try to find them. We've not heard from her at all.
Is there somebody in the office?
Yeah, me. We don't have an office on site at Washburn. We don't have an on-site office, so she would have to reach out to Julie through that number, and then Julie would either meet her at that location, or we do have a couple of offices. We've got one at Stanky that's 7 minutes away from Washburn that she could come down to.
All right.
I never
Well,
know.
all right, go ahead, Ms. Strasser.
Okay, the previous that you were saying, that April payment through a Zevo, whatever the lawyer, I have never used any of those kind of payments. I have always used Western Union. When the park was sold not too long ago. I have a phone number and I have text messages in my phone that I thought I was communicating with Julie, and she just stopped texting me back one day, and I have never met Tanya. I had no idea there was a stinky resort that I could, go give this stuff to. I did not know this information.
All right, well, you're all going to win a free trip to the courthouse in Centerville and sit down here in a trial and establish how much this is. Or you can try to meet with each other and see if you can come to some sort of an accounting. We can't do this by Zoom. Mr. Borden Sanford's never been to Centerville. This may be a free trip. You can get lunch at Yoder's, but we can't do this from here. So let me look. Because I've been on vacation, my calendar is quite crowded.
Looking forward to the trip, Your Honor.
All right, we can continue this to Friday, August 15th. At 11 a.m. live, not Zoom. If the parties are able to resolve it, they could submit a conditional order of dismissal.
I would love to do that. I would love to have your phone number, Tanya, so I could actually speak to you or meet you somewhere and get this resolved.
I'm okay with that. We can do that. That's not a problem. Let me give you can I give her my phone number now, Judge, or would you like me to wait?
Wait, I'm going to put you all in a breakout room here in a moment after we take care of the other case. So everybody stay with me.
Okay.
Anyway, for now, this is continued for a live hearing. Ms. Strasser, meaning you need to bring any and all receipts that you have that you contend have been used to be paid. They will try to do a further accounting. Now, there may be some other issues. There may be late fees. You may contend I shouldn't have a late fee because I paid it. We'll see. So stick with me for a moment.
And just like that, we are headed to trial. What began as a rent dispute has spiraled into a tangled web of miscommunications, missing managers, and mismatched payment records. The judge wisely pushes for an in-person hearing, knowing that sometimes only face-to-face accountability brings clarity. Whether Cassandra's receipts will hold up or the management's ledger proves irrefutable. One thing is clear, someone is not telling the full story. And with thousands on the line, that story is about to be put under the courtroom microscope. What do you think? Is Cassandra a responsible tenant lost in the cracks? Or is the company right to pursue this balance? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. We'll see you in the next hearing.